people I could be. Got my whole life in front of me.
My name is Kate, and this is My Truth in 365. Today I'm going to introduce you to somebody who is very important to me, and she's been with me the past 820 days that I've had cancer. And this is my mom, and she knows a lot about this new type of genetic testing that I'm doing, and like this new medication. And so she's going to tell you a little bit about that.
That's right, I am Kate's mom, and I will explain a little bit about how we found out about this genetic testing, and also what has happened for us as far as accessing the drugs and starting the drugs. In February, we had been receiving treatment for about a month in New York, and in May I got a bill that was a $7,000 blood draw, and I couldn't figure out why this $7,000 blood draw wasn't being paid. And after doing some checking with insurance and some different things, I came to realize that a blood draw had been taken in February, and it was sent from Sloan Kettering. And it just happened that night I received a phone call. I think it was a little miraculous, to be honest, from our doctor in New York. And I asked him when he called, what did we find out in this genetic test? And he said that we found out that there was an ALK mutation in Kate's DNA, and that this ALK mutation, people who have cancer that has this ALK mutation can be treated with a special medicine. And when I asked more questions, this medicine is supposed to kill cancer cells that have ALK mutations. And so we were really anxious to get started. And I need to go back a little bit in explaining that genetic testing at this time, right now, is not commonplace for cancer patients. And I've read a few articles even saying that less than 5% of cancer patients this year will have access to genetic testing. And some hospitals, of course, that are on the cutting edge, like Sloan Kettering, are doing more research in that way. But the place that was even running the blood draw, they told me, was the only place in the country where this blood draw could be done. And so to me, us living in Utah, having received treatment in San Francisco for almost a year, and now going to Sloan Kettering in New York, it's pretty miraculous that this even happened. But then the next hurdle to jump over was to have access to the medication that they were suggesting would help Kate. And like she said in the previous comment, for Kate, this is day 820 of cancer. So she was diagnosed well over 2 years ago, and she's received a lot of different treatments. And so for us to have access to this new drug and have something that's really supposed to target the cancer that she has growing in her body, this is really what we wanted. So we had to kind of, there were some insurance issues, of course, because our insurance company denied funding or denied paying for this medicine because this medicine isn't a common treatment for her type of cancer. So we were able to work with Pfizer Pathways, which is Pfizer is the company,
The manufacturer
of the drug, and we were able to receive financial assistance through the end of the year for this medication. So it really was quite a few things to figure out and get paperwork filled out and turned in and get approvals and all of that. But we finally had the drug sent to us. It was shipped to us, and Kate started this medication. I believe her last GoPro entry showed her the day that she had started the medication. It really hit her system very hard. She was really nauseated. She had diarrhea, extreme fatigue, really bad headaches. After about 48 hours on the medication, I was getting pretty concerned and talked to our local hospital here. And at that time, they suggested stopping the medication to make sure that we didn't have other complications. So we did stop for a couple days, and a few days later we started again, and I think we were armed with a few with more. We knew what the side effects were going to be, and so we were able to treat side effects differently, knowing that how she was going to feel. So we have been able to start the medication again. She's been on it almost a week now, and we won't know for
over a week.
Over a week now you've been on the medication, but we won't know for probably several months, or until she's scanned again, which is probably 3 months at least, 3 or 4 months down the road at least, before we'll have any results or know how this medication is working in her body. But as for now, we're taking it twice daily. The evening dose, she seems to sleep through the worst of the side effects, but we're working on making that morning dose. It does drag her down, and she has a few hours of that where it really hits her system hard. So at this point, we're grateful that we have opportunities of trying new medications, and we're grateful for research that's being done for neuroblastoma and other cancers that will help these children and other people who get cancer, because they really don't deserve this, and they've done nothing to deserve this in their lives, but they put a smile on their face every day and push through. And I think these kids are some of the strongest kids I know, and they deserve our best efforts.
Now, these insurance problems and all these hoops for me to get this medication, these are stuff that cancer moms and my mom deal with daily. And I just think that people they see, oh, the chemo that these children are getting is hard, but they don't see that there is a whole nother set of problems that come along with it. And thanks, Mom, for telling us about it.
Okay.